perhaps the most exciting thing I've seen at AppNexus in quite some time. We've been working on a bunch of new technology, which we're quite excited to share with you today. So we have an amazing product and engineering team, and I'd like to introduce to the stage Michael Maag, one of our up-and-coming product managers. Now, one fun fact about Michael is that every time when I'm walking to work, I see Michael running. He runs to work every single day. And I was quite surprised, Michael, you can come out here, not to see him in his tracksuit on stage here. And once you see what he has to show you, you'll see why the fastest runner at AppNexus built this product. Michael?
Thank you, Brian. Good morning, everyone. It's great to be with you all this morning. I'm excited to be here because the team has been busy. Everything you've seen here today, you will see here today, is something that was released in the last 10 weeks. So the team is on a roll, and I'm excited to show you what we've been working on. We're going to start with a story about a package of 3 features that, combined together, are designed to help everyone in this room win more renewals. That's what we're all about. That's what we think on the trading offering is our primary practical goal, is to help you win renewals. So we're going to talk about that. And then at the end, as Brian said, we have a very special announcement about a new feature that brings the real-time feedback you'd expect from a real-time platform to AppNexus. We're calling it AppNexus Pulse. And AppNexus Pulse is hopefully something by the end of the demo you will see, and your heart will be pulsing. So before we do that, let's talk about how to win more renewals. When I hear customers describe to me what it takes to win a renewal in online advertising, they describe to me a very arduous process where they're just struggling to make trade-offs that steer their I/O to success. And as I'm hearing these stories, a picture comes to mind. It looks something like this. This clicker isn't working, sorry. Can I have next slide? There we go. Something that looks like this. This is an early flying machine that I found on the internet that kind of reminds me of the efforts our customers go through today to steer their insertion order to success. And as we build technology on the trading offering, our goal is to put traders in a position that looks much more like this. Something that's, next slide please, that puts them in a position of power, right? It's something that makes them feel in control, gives them the tools they need to make those trade-offs that matter, and visibility as to what's going on in front of them and what's happened up to this point. So when we talk about key trade-offs for making an insertion order successful, the way we like to think about this problem at AppNexus is as a trade-off between 3 things: delivering all of the budget, getting great performance, and making a margin, eventually getting to keep a little money for yourself. And you can't obviously have all of 3 of these. You can't deliver infinite budget with perfect performance and make all of the money that the advertiser gave you. So a trader, when they're doing their job well, is making strategic trade-offs among these 3 objectives to put them in a good position to win a renewal. So let's take the first trade-off there on the left, between margin and delivery. We released a feature in early Q2 called min-margin management on the line item that makes it easier than ever to make this trade. You see, previously in console, margin management happened exclusively at the campaign level. And this had 2 drawbacks. First off, it was difficult to tell at the line item level, where traders were judging their overall success, what the minimum margin was. The setting was buried at the campaign. It was difficult to see exactly what your campaign minimum margins added up to. And if you ever needed to change it during flight because you needed to increase delivery, you had to go make an adjustment on every single campaign. This is laborious, error-prone, and time-consuming. Generally not the right way to manage it. So in early Q2, we released a new feature that shown behind me here, that has a margin input box on the line item setup screen. So this makes it incredibly easy to see what your min margin is on your line item. And if you ever need to change it, it's a single spot. You can see exactly what you changed it from, to, and one adjustment gets the job done. So that's a lever for margin and delivery. Let's talk about the trade between performance and delivery. Now, how many people in this room, show of hands, have gotten a performance goal from an agency that's absolutely ridiculous? It's too ambitious, right? Most of you. This is a fairly common practice for agencies to throw out something that's very ambitious and see how close folks can get. So we have had performance goals in the product for a while, but it suffered from this drawback that ambitious performance goal you were either forced to record it in console as something that was ambitious and you knew probably wasn't what you needed even to win a renewal, and have it recorded and influencing optimization. So really what you needed was 2 places to record performance goals. And that's what we've done with enhanced performance goals. We've given you a place to record the performance goal that the agency gave you, which is probably a good benchmark to keep in mind, but might not be what you need for a renewal. And then a separate lever, a second field for recording the performance goal that actually influences optimization. So combined with the margin management on the line item, you now have 2 great levers to steer your insertion order on 2 dimensions that really matter. So as we were conceiving of these, we thought, wouldn't it be great if there were a way to see how your line item performance was unfolding? And today, this is currently done on the line item quick stats pane, which is a great snapshot of how your line item is performing, but it doesn't give you a whole lot of context as to how the line item evolved to where it is today and where you're trending going forward. So I'm excited to show you something that will go to alpha for our first few customers next week. It's a refresh of the quick stats pane, and we're calling it Visual Success. So this is a dashboard that clearly lays out the 3 key things that we believe traders are trying to achieve on each line item. This is delivery, performance, and margin. And there's a visual story about how they evolve over time and are trending into the future. So these 3 levers in a windshield are a great new package of features that should have everyone in this room having an easier time guiding their insertion orders to success. So I promised you an announcement at the end that would be getting your heart pulsing, right? That's a tall order. So to help me, we actually created a little video that I'm hoping will put everyone in the right mindset for what we're about to show you. Not everyone in this room is in console every day, trafficking insertion orders, but Pulse is really designed for those people who sit at the keyboard and make the magic happen every day. And so hopefully after watching this video, everyone will be in a good position to appreciate what's exciting about AppNexus Pulse. So let's have a look.
Oh, that's right, big campaign today.
Yeah.
You got this?
I'm working on it.
Need any help?
No, thank you.
Is it live?
Yeah, I mean, I think so.
Hey Maddie, how are you doing?
Hi, good, how are you?
How's that big campaign coming along?
I set it live this morning.
The client's called in again and they really want to get a status update.
I'll let you know as soon as I get reporting.
Okay, I'll check back with you later.
Thanks.
See you later.
Hi.
Hey, I'm going to lunch. See ya.
Bye. No, I can't come to lunch right now. I'm waiting to see if this campaign is actually running.
So what if there was a better way? I've invited Sean Laude on stage. Sean is another runner and engineer on our team, and he is fast as well, and excited to show us just how to put this magic to work. Sean?
Thank you, Michael. So if we see up on the screen here, we have a trader's view of console. It's a line item with a single campaign underneath it. Now, if we examine the quick stats that come from reporting, these should be 0, but for the purposes of this demo, we'll pretend these are zeros. For your imps, clicks, conversions, and all the other metrics that we provide, if I were to begin rapidly spending, these numbers would not budge from 1 or 0 for at least 3 hours, until you use Pulse, which I'm excited to finally reveal to you. You'll notice we've added a new button to this campaign grid, and this is the Pulse button. When you click it, a new column gets added, and we see that we have a pulse. But let's see if we can't put a spike in that pulse. With your mobiles, tablets, and other internet-connected devices, please visit a demo site we've created for this summit called appnexuspulse.com, and I'll give you a few seconds. When you visit the site, you should see something like this. Don't be alarmed. Now, much like a hot water tap, it takes a few moments for the water coming out of it to actually become hot. All of your impressions are flowing through our ad server into our traditional reporting pipeline, and that takes a while. But as you can see, we're warming up right here. What Pulse does is tap directly into our data pipeline in order to give you an instant snapshot of how your campaign is delivering. But we're really just splashing around in the shallow end here. Let's take a deep dive into the internet and see how this performs on a real publisher's website. So if you could all, with those same tablets, mobiles, other internet-connected devices, please visit exchangewire.com. You'll notice the banner ad that we've been running all morning. Let's go ahead and examine Pulse, and we'll see that it's generated a decent amount of traffic. Hopefully, the barrage of traffic that you've all generated right now will put a good spike in that. And you'll see the uptick right now. So, well, there you have it. Instead of waiting a handful of hours for reporting to inform my campaign delivery, I've got an instant snapshot of how it is performing using Pulse. And that is truly the real-time information that I expect from a real-time platform like AppNexus. Michael?
Thanks, Sean. So that's exciting stuff. Just imagine the relief of the traders like the one we saw in the video who, in yesterday's world, had to wait almost 3 hours to confirm that that campaign was live, can now do it in just a matter of seconds. You saw how quickly activity that was going on right this moment was available for their observation in console. So this feature actually went to a few alpha clients a few weeks ago, and we've been starting to hear some interesting feedback. The day we gave it out, we got a call later that evening from someone who was using it and said, there's something wrong with Pulse. This campaign isn't serving. And so we looked at the campaign for a moment and realized it had expired its daily budget. And the trader had expected it to continue spending all day until midnight and realized with Pulse that that wasn't the case. Was able to make an adjustment and get the campaign to deliver more smoothly, and the campaign performed better as a result. So we're excited about the insights that are coming from showing people on a shorter feedback loop exactly what's going on, and combining it with the levers that we talked about earlier for trading important trade-offs as you're steering your insertion order to success. And we believe that that's a winning recipe and something will continue to evolve going forward that should have everyone in this room winning more renewals and growing their business. Thanks for your time.